It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Thursday, July 16th, 2020. Number 1. Donald Trump is ramping up his presidential campaign with news organization interviews. Tuesday, he was asked by a CBS News correspondent why African Americans are still dying at the hands of law enforcement in this country. To which the commander-in-chief responded, "So are white people." What a terrible question to ask. More white people, by the way. Well, there are more white people, Mr. Trump, but black people are getting killed 2 to 3 times more by police. And in 2016, black men between the ages of 15 and 34 were 9 times more likely to be killed by law enforcement than other Americans. Number 2, as a subject of a bill to study reparations to African Americans is being considered in the U.S. House, individual cities are moving forward. Tuesday night, the City Council of Asheville, North Carolina voted unanimously to approve a plan. The historic agreement does not involve direct payments, but rather investments in areas where black residents face disparities. Number 3, studies have found that people who have been infected with coronavirus could see their immunity decline within months. Unlike childhood viruses like measles and mumps that protect you from reinfection for life, your body forgets it was ever infected with coronavirus, leaving open the possibility for future infections. Number 4. Since the tragic killing of George Floyd by Officer Derek Chauvin and the ensuing protests nationwide, many officers on the Minneapolis police force claim they are battling post-traumatic stress disorder and want to be compensated for their alleged suffering. Attorney Ron Muser, who is representing over 150 men and women, said in a statement that his clients are seeking disability benefits because they are at their breaking point, adding that the officers are unable to live and socialize and have even turned to alcohol to cope. If the officers are granted disability, they would be able to claim 60% of their average salary over the next 20 years. Number 5, black shoppers spend $473 million on their hair care yearly. Seems a little low, which includes visits to their local beauty and barbershops. Without the money being spent in salons due to the pandemic, stylists and owners have had to reevaluate how they do business. Now, beauticians who work in the industry are trying to financially and mentally sustain themselves during these uncertain times, even as Nielsen estimates the black hair care industry is valued at more than $2.5 billion. Join George Wallace and me today live on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, as we discuss today's top headlines and more. And that's what you need to know. For more information, please go to SybilWilkes.com and sign up for my free newsletter. Be informed, be empowered.